Power Rangers Across the Morphin Grid is releasing in about a month from now, and I'm really excited for this one-shot being released by Boom Studios. So, if you don't know what Power Rangers Across the Morphin Grid is, it's basically going to be this anthology book about all these different Rangers, but the stories themselves will be written by the actors who played the Rangers or who played the characters. So, you're going to have David Yost writing a story about Billy, Walter Jones writing a story about Zack, Steve Cardenas writing a story about Rocky, and you're going to have Megan Camarana writing a story about Chloe from Hyperforce, and Nikita Reese writing a story about Tanya. So we've got all these different people who worked on the show writing stories about their characters, and it sounds like a lot of fun because you're having the actors and actresses writing stories about the characters they played. And we finally have our first look at some of the preview pages for these stories. Now, much like what I did last year for the 30th anniversary one-shot that we had, I'll be covering each one of those stories in separate videos, one by one. And that really worked out for the 30th anniversary book itself, but I'll probably be doing it again for this one, because there's going to be certain stories that people are going to want to check out for themselves, so I'll definitely cover the stories one by one. But we've got our first look at these stories, and I really hope that Boom Studios does more stuff like this in the nearby future, because we used to get annuals from Boom Studios back in the day, during the early days of Boom Studios Power Ranger comics, but they stopped after Shattered Grid, because I guess Boom was experimenting around that time, because we had the graphic novels, we had the Unlimited run going on as well, which we still get the Power Rangers Unlimited stories here and there, but we haven't had an annual since Shattered Grid, and we got an anthology sort of story last year for the 30th anniversary celebrating 30 years of Power Rangers, but now we're getting something different, and I really hope that Boom plays with this experiment and brings on all these different actresses and actresses who's worked on Power Rangers before to write these stories, because I feel like there's like a lot of potential with the stories the characters or the actors who played those characters could tell. So we've got the names of each one of the stories and who's working on them. So David Yost's story is going to be called Billy's Metamorphosis. Tanya's story is going to get called Tanya's Heavy Metal, which is written by Nikita Reese and J.D. Stufan, which J.D. apparently is friends with Nikita and works in a band from what I've heard, so that's cool. The Rocky story will be written by Matt Groom and Steve Cardenas, called In the Red. The Walter Jones story will be called An Apple a Day. And then the Chloe story will be called Chloe's Chaos Kitchen. So I'm going to go over the preview pages. I'm going to break them down. I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to theorize with everything going on. And I can't wait to check them out, because although these are going to be short stories, I'm hoping we get more stuff like this later down the line. But here's the covers if you haven't seen them as well. So this is the main cover done by Ichikure, I believe. So there's the main one. Then you've got the cover art done by Riley Rossmo, where it's Tommy in sort of like this ball, and then you've got Rita here. Then you've got the helmet variant done by Goni Montez, which is the Blue Ranger. So you've got the MMPR helmet here, SPD, Mystic Force. Looks really cool. I like these helmet variants. I hope we get more of them later down the line, which I think they've almost done every helmet variant they can. Unless they start doing like custom ones like Turbo, which I believe there is an artist that does that. So then we've got the Zeo cover done by Matt Taylor. This looks freaking sweet. If only we got our Zeo, if only we got like the Zeo comic itself. But hey, Power Rangers Prime looks really interesting and I can't wait to read it. We've got another Zeo cover done by Goni Montez. So this one looks really cool. And then here's the preview pages. So let's jump over to the Boom Studios website. I was looking at them earlier. Cover. Okay. So give me one moment. I'm just going to get each one of the preview pages up here so that way we can talk about them. Here we go. All right, so here's the Billy one called Billy's Metamorphosis. So you see Billy in a ship and it looks like someone is chasing them. saying they've locked onto him. So we see this spaceship here. Not sure whose ship it is, but Billy's in the ship with this alien-looking guy, and it looks like they've locked onto him. They say, on my life, on my honor, at all costs, brace for impact, and it looks like they crash land on this planet. Now, David Yost has talked about this Billy story before, saying this is what Billy got up to post-Zeo. So I do wonder, is this Billy story going to sort of lead into Once and Always as well? Are we going to see how Billy started up, like, I was going to say Stark Industries, but Cranston Industries. So it looks like they land on this planet here. It doesn't look like Aquitar or anything like that. So we've got that going on. So it crash lands here. That character's called Franklin. And, okay, so it looks like this is going to do with the power egg. So that's interesting. Again, the power eggs was something that was brought up once in, like, Season 1 of MMPR, and they played a major role in Darkest Hour. So it looks like the power eggs are playing a role in this one-shot as well. So Franklin here is hanging out with Billy and says, at all costs, Billy, you must get the power eggs back to the Morphin Masters. And it looks like they get blown to smithereens, or Franklin does, maybe. But I do wonder who's chasing Billy here on that ship. That's going to be an interesting reveal. So there's the Billy preview pages. Looks really cool. Artwork done by Patrick Mullahan. That looks really freaking awesome. And Ed Dukeshire doing the lettering. So I really do like the artwork here. So we're going to have Billy having space adventures. I'm looking forward to that. So close that one. Here's the Tanya story. Let's see. So Tanya's Heavy Metal it's called. So Sloan Enterprises. So we see Tanya after Turbo. So it looks like she's a music artist or music producer. And I believe this is going to focus on her relationship with Adam. So looks like things are under attack. Oh wait, that's interesting. This is Space Patrol Alpha Adam. Because you can see, looks like that could possibly be Aisha in the background. And the outfit looks very similar to the Once and Always outfit, but only that you see like the older Adam there. So it looks like they're under attack. So Alpha, Adam and Aisha here, okay. So, oh, and she jumps on the Astro Mega ship as well. Or Astro Mega ship 2. That's interesting. That's crazy. Okay, so that's the Tanya story. That looks interesting. That looks like it's going to be Tanya rushing to the rescue with everything going on. That's fascinating. And it's been a while since we've seen Tanya as well. Like, she's been kind of one of those characters that, I guess, how can I say this politely? I guess not a character that not everyone's crazy to find out what happened to her after... Sorry. People aren't crazy to find out what happened to her after Turbo, but hey, some people do wonder what happened after Tanya. So it's cool to see Nikita write this story. Okay. And here's the Rocky story. Okay. So we meet Rocky's sister, Raina DeSantos. And this story looks like it's going to be fun because it's written by Matt Groom and Steve Cardenas. So we're going to focus on Rocky's extended family here. And not only that, we're going to see Rocky's sister take the Morpher out for a spin, which should be interesting. So it looks like she's trying to get the confidence built up because she asked a guy out for a dance and got rejected. And Rocky here being a bozo, sleeping with his Morpher on the ground. And it gets, like, taken for a spin, which should be interesting. So we see another female red MMPR Ranger. We saw it with Grace, we saw it with Trini. Now we're seeing Rocky's sister take the helm. And it looks like her trying to use the powers and things don't work out well for her. So that should be interesting. But it looks like she gets hit by a car and she's trying to figure out how the powers work. So that's that story. Then we've got the Walter story, An Apple a Day. How did I close that? Okay, bump. Okay. So we've got Zack walking home. It looks like he's going to get jumped. He gets out of the way easily. And it says, always anticipate your opponent's change of direction. And then looks like he tries getting jumped again. And it looks like he's taking them all on at once. So, no idea what the context is here behind this story. No idea why they're trying to jump Zack. So, we've got that going on. But, hey, we're going to see Walter writing a Zack story. So, this looks like it should be a lot of fun. And then we've got one more, which is the Chloe story, which I freaking love the artwork for this one. This one looks like it's going to be random access humor and a lot of fun. Like, you can already tell by the art style and just the color vibes going on for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, welcome to Chaos Kitchen with Chloe. We've got Vesper in here too, which is cool to see these characters in comic form as well, once again. Like, I like this anime art style they're doing. It's, like, a lot of fun. They're making a candy burrito. They've got that going on. And, yeah, I really like the art style here. So it looks like they're going to be telling a story saying, oh, I remember like it was yesterday in Angel Grove, so we're going to have them hanging out in Angel Grove. You've got the Hyperforce Rangers fighting Pumpkin Rapper, the goat of a villain. And then Vesper questions the story. And then, yeah, look, you've got, like, purple, like, pink unicorns and stuff. Like this story looks like it's going to be, like, a lot of fun. Like, this story looks like it's going to be, like, zany fun, and I'm all for it. But it looks like someone interrupts the story, so no idea what's going on there, because that's the final preview page. But, yeah, that is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, or Power Rangers Across the Morphin Grid, which I'm definitely really looking forward to when it comes out on the 30th of October at the end of next month. So, a while away before it drops. We've got Power Rangers Ranger Academy issue 11 coming out at the start of the month. So, this Wednesday, look forward for that. But I'll definitely be having some videos in between the next comic review, that is for sure. So, stay tuned for that. So, out of all these stories, which ones are you looking forward to the most? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And with that said, I guess I'll see you next time, because I don't know what else I can say. I mean, there's not a lot to go off with those preview pages, but hey, I'm really excited to see what we'll find out with these stories. So, I'm definitely looking forward to it. So, like I said, each one of these stories are going to be separate videos within itself, and that way I can break it down and talk about them or recap them like I did for the 30th anniversary one. So with that said, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, take care, and bye.